Well, hello everybody. So I thought I'd go a little bit different tact and show you guys why the work I do is better than the work I see around here in the community. And at the end of the day, you can paint lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. The problem is that for you all, you see the lipstick, you can't see the pig behind it because you don't understand the code, the approach, the things that people miss that are really the most important pieces to what goes on a website. So this is mine. I probably have never seen it. It's just up here. It's whatever. It's kind of some stuff in the background. But I want to start off about actionability. What makes a website actionable? Now, I've been building websites since 1995. I'm going to show you a client's website that this was built in 2010. They've not updated it. They've chose to keep it. It's not mobile ready. There's a lot of stuff about it that isn't modern or ready. Look, this is a company that has 4 acres of heavy equipment in Buena Park. They move dirt for the cities, for huge construction projects. They're good. Like, they have a built-in referral source. So their website is just there to be kind of an advertisement. But even 10 years ago, I was thinking about actionability. Phone number. We're open 24 hours a day. Call us. Always at the top. I like to have that stuff in your face. And if we go down, we can see clearly they do stuff with big equipment. They fix big equipment, and they have a lot of safety training around big equipment. And they're certified to go into huge construction sites and move dirt and train the staff on how to use their equipment. But they go out to other construction sites and fix their $1 million, $2 million pieces of equipment that have tires that are taller than like this light. Literally, they got tires taller than that light. It's crazy. Now, let's look at something new, modern. This is a corporation up here, up right off the 126. They build out the Verizon stores, the inside of the Verizon stores nationally. They do point of presence display kiosks for all kinds of amazing companies. Was anybody timing me? Because I did not hit start, I'm just saying. I think I'm like 3-4 minutes in, we're just gonna roll with it. So Cornerstone Display Group, we've got their address, we've got an email, we've got clickable phone number. I like action, so all these items are clickable. If you click on the address, it scrolls you down to their map. If you click on the phone, it starts the dialing application, either on your mobile device or whatever your chosen dialing application is on your computer. Might be Skype, could be WhatsApp, whatever it is that you use. I don't think WhatsApp runs on the computer, but Skype is a perfect example. And everything about the website always kind of leads back to get in touch with us. What can we do for you? Learn more about us, view our services. There's always something that's going to lead to the next, like, carrot we're dangling. So at the end of guiding the user, we want them to take some action. Place a phone call, request a quote, fill out a form, sign up for your email, buy a product. Doesn't matter what the action is, that's what matters to you. Now, let's talk about the lipstick on the pig. Okay, this is an example of somebody who's very, very well known in the Valley here. And I'm doing work with her organization, and on her homepage, she's got this graphic here that is 1.08 megabytes. Now, why that's damaging is because Google knows it shouldn't be 1.08 megabytes. Google thinks it should be like 100, 200 kilobytes. So that is a technical hit on the way the website's built. In other words, you get less free traffic and have to be more reliant on paid traffic because of simple mistakes like this. So if all we did was set it at 70% quality JPEG, it goes down to 361 kilobytes. At 60%, it's 274. At 50%, we're at 198 kilobytes. But here's the thing, is it's deeper than just that. That's simple, and that's the basic stuff that people should understand, especially if you can do what I do. The thing is, they overlay this dark gradient, this dark kind of pattern. It's not even a pattern, it's just a dark translucent layer over the image within the HTML, which gives it this cool effect. The thing is, if we didn't do it in the HTML and we just did it in Photoshop, we're going to go from 1.08 megabytes down to, I think I have the same image there. 198. Yeah, sorry. I had the same image there. The numbers are off. I didn't update the numbers. But that file goes down even smaller because when you have a darker graphic, there's less math, there's less colors, so the file size becomes smaller. Now, here's the other thing is she has an image that's square, but we're trying to fill a rectangular space. So she's stretching it about 30%, which means about 50% of the image isn't even on the screen. So if we size the image to the proper width and height, and we overlay the darkness onto it, and then we save the graphic, we're going to get ourselves down to 96.1 kilobytes. That's the graphic I load versus 1.08 megabytes. So now we have something loads 90% faster, just that one graphic. She, on her homepage, has over 5 megabytes of graphics. It's going to go down to under a megabyte just by these little fixes. That's the difference between somebody who's like, yeah, I can build your website. I know WordPress. I know Wix. Or somebody that is a student has been half my life, I've been building this stuff. I think about this stuff because I remember when we were on dial-up connections, okay? Now, how this translates in real life is our website load time goes, this is one change. This is GoDaddy, by the way. These two are two different web hosts. Same everything. GoDaddy, SiteGround. GoDaddy, we're at 4.1 seconds. SiteGround, we're at 2.7. I jump on GoDaddy a lot. There you go. Because just moving the host and doing nothing else, we're almost a second and a half faster. Now I go in here and I turn on some basic caching. To make this enabled took me less than 2 minutes worth of work. I haven't optimized the image, and the two egregious errors that have them getting Fs and Ds are those gigantic images that need to be sized and cropped. This is how Google sees it. They're like, no, you get an F, we send you less traffic. So if it's, am I going to send it to Warren, or am I going to send it to a competitor? If the competitor's got a better website, and everything else is the same, what they do in social media, then the competitor's going to get it. If Warren's just more optimized, does a little more in the social media, he's going to get the traffic over the competitor because Google's very local. We're not competing nationally. We're not competing in a huge bubble. We got a tiny little bubble that we're trying to compete in. We can be highly relevant if we just do the basic technical things. Okay, so I have about a minute and a half. I'm not going to take any questions. So I'm here at the end. I'm always touting this Wi-Fi system and these emails I'm collecting from my client. This is what it looks like. When somebody goes in his restaurant and they connect on his Wi-Fi, that's it. They get that little thing. They say, go online. They give their name, their email, and it's done. From there, we get demographics. We can see that he's got, in the last 31 days, almost 41,000 people walk through his restaurant. You don't even have to connect. Our phones are always scanning, trying to connect. So just by walking in, we now know you've walked in, period, unless you've turned off that functionality. And we turn around, we send emails out. We've got 2,232 email accounts that are in there. And we get reputation. We've saved them from 44 negative reviews. It's a 1 or 2 star, 3-star review from going out on the web. That went to the owners of the business instead of Yelp or Bing or wherever it is that they can go out and have a bigger impact. So this is the stuff I love for brick and mortar. But when it comes to websites, I'm good at what I do because I care about the details you don't see, the details you'll never know. And that's why you want your customers and your friends working with me and not somebody else here. I'm looking under the hood of what other people are doing, and I'm not impressed. That's a competitor, and that's what they left her. She'll never know until I show up and say that's 90% bigger than it should be. Google knows. That's the thing is I know what Google knows because I look at Google's tools to see what they tell us so that we can fix these things. Anyways, thank you. I know I've gone over. I appreciate your generosity and time today.